So a few months ago I was browsing the internet and I saw there were many rumors floating around that Disney were building a Moana themed volcano roller coaster in Magic Kingdom's Adventureland. Reports stated that they had sent height balloons behind the Jungle Cruise area in Adventureland back in March, and I thought, wow, cool. But here's something you guys may have not known. This idea of a volcano themed attraction at Disney World is not that new. In fact, in the 90s, plans had began for the construction of not just one, but two new mountain attractions at Magic Kingdom. And from what I've read about this Moana-themed volcano ride, it shares many similarities with one of the two scrapped attractions at Magic Kingdom. In this video, I will explain how we almost ended up with two mountain roller coasters at Magic Kingdom, and how they were eventually scrapped. When 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea was being closed and removed, plans had began for construction of two new major e-ticket attractions. The first was called Fire Mountain, and the second was called Bald Mountain. Before I continue, I really quick want you to imagine, there was a time where there almost existed 5 different mountains in Disney's Magic Kingdom. At that point, you may as well call Magic Kingdom a mountain range, if not a borderline national park. You could be like, this year instead of going to the Rocky Mountains, I think I'm going to go to the Disney Mountains. So starting with Fire Mountain, it was said to be located either between Pirates of the Caribbean and Splash Mountain, or on the other side of Pirates. Based off the rumor of a new Moana volcano roller coaster being behind Jungle Cruise, I assume that's probably where it would have ended up. The coaster had the appearance of a tall volcano that would fit in well with the Adventureland theme. It would be designed as the weenie to lure guests further into Adventureland. Terminology segment. Weenie. A term coined by Walt Disney to describe his Imagineers on how to get guests to go to certain places and directions. It's based off a story of how Walt would grab a weenie from the refrigerator and his dog Lady would follow him for a bite. Terminology segment over. Fire Mountain was rumored to be a flying roller coaster. This meant that the vehicles would be face down to make it feel as if you were flying around the volcano. Apparently, the volcano would seem active with lava and have a dark theme. The Imagineers back in the 90s also used a hype balloon to see if the volcano could be seen from Main Street. So what ended up happening, and why was Fire Mountain scrapped? At the end of the day, it came down to the expense, and Fire Mountain didn't get to see the light of day. But with these new rumors of a Moana volcano roller coaster being built at the same area, maybe Fire Mountain isn't officially scrapped. You can never be certain with Disney, and old ideas very often come back at the parks. On to the next scrapped mountain, Bald Mountain. With the closure of 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, the idea of building a Disney villain-themed ride was considered. It was set to be a log flume ride with rafts modeled off Hades' boats from Hercules. Guests would travel through Chernabog's Mountain where they would have to escape Disney's famous evil characters. The only way to escape these villains would be going straight down the plunge in the front of the mountain. It slightly sounds like a mild ripoff of Splash Mountain, but the overall theme of the ride I think would have fit in well with Fantasyland. The idea itself of the ride ended up being its downfall. Bald Mountain was scrapped because the concept was deemed too valuable to construct in Magic Kingdom. See, what you guys may not know is, Disney had plans to potentially construct a villains park. Now that's a whole nother topic that can be covered in a later video, but basically they thought about building Bald Mountain and said villains park instead. Fast forward to 2017, and the space that 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea occupied is now where the new Fantasyland and the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train is. Do I ever see them building Bald Mountain in Magic Kingdom's future? Honestly, no. But you never know with Disney. As I said before, old ideas are often rehashed into something new. So those are Magic Kingdom's two scrapped mountains. In concept, they both seemed like great ideas, and it's said they fell through. But who knows, maybe this volcano mountain will be built in Adventureland in the future. Fire Mountain can possibly finally have its redemption. My question to you guys is, what's your current favorite mountain in Magic Kingdom? By the title of my channel, it's kinda obvious Space Mountain is mine, but always interesting to read others' opinions. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like and subscribe if you want. This channel's been very fun to work on, and I plan on uploading a lot more content. I also have an Instagram I like to post to often, and a Twitter account, so you guys can check me out there at Star Tunnel Station. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all later.